Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be like a little discussion video. You know, we're just going to talk about some stuff. So today I wanted to talk about the Sephora and Olivia Jade collaboration that went, you know, the one that got announced and they showed it off and then they canceled it because of the whole college scandal situation. So today we're going to talk about that and what I think happened to it, the options Sephora had when they had to cancel this, and has it happened before? I don't know. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to today's video. Alright guys, before we get started, I am not in any way expert on any of this. Nothing I say is like a fact. It is just my own personal thoughts and all that. So yeah, don't get mad about it. I don't know, this is awkward. So let's go ahead and get started with the who Olivia Jade is. So I didn't know before this whole thing because it's not really like my kind of channel to watch, but Olivia Jade is a 20-year-old like lifestyle-y, a little bit of beauty influencer. She's just like a cute girl on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel. I looked at her channel. She has 1.95 million subscribers, but nothing on her channel really appeals to someone like me. I think she does have a younger demographic probably, and on Instagram she has 1.4 million followers. She is the daughter of Lori Loughlin, who used to be in like sitcoms and stuff, and Massimo, who's like a fashion designer. I think they sell at Target. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, she has 2 celebrity parents, celebrity child, YouTuber, and all that stuff. So that's that. And when you have celebrity parents, okay, so when this scandal came out, I'm not going to get like in depth because I don't know the in depth of it. I know the basics of it. Apparently, Olivia got into like a really prestigious college. She didn't even really want to go to college according to like her YouTube videos and stuff. She just wanted to like party. She wanted the party experience of college. She didn't want to like college, you know? So she got into a really good school. But her parents allegedly, even though there's a proven check, like they wrote the check and they staged photos of her like in a paddle boat so they could say she got like a scholarship for rowing. I think it was rowing team. They like staged a picture of her doing, they asked for a picture of her rowing so they could put her in a rowing scholarship so she can get to the school, saying she did sports. She didn't do sports, and they kind of like paid for this to happen so she could get to this school, allegedly. So anyways, when I first heard this, I was kind of like, not everyone else was like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. I'm over here like, I thought rich people got away with everything anyways. Like literally they can get away with murder. So I personally, I kind of knew this already, because like, you know, like celebrity kids and stuff, they don't go to real school. I don't know if Olivia Jade does, but I'm talking about like actors and like young people like that. They always like go to like fake, it's not fake, it's still school, but it's like actors school, you know. They don't go to regular classes. They're working people at a young age, so they don't go to like regular school, right? But all these people who are like actor kids still get into like impressive colleges somehow. And I'm always like, how do they have time for all this? But I guess they're not taking regular classes anyways. I don't know. The point is, I thought celebrities did this stuff anyways, and apparently it's not known that celebrities pay for their kids to get into fancy colleges until this scandal. But like, are we surprised? I really know that like all these like famous kids and stuff always get into really good schools. Like, so are we surprised? No. Are we surprised there's proof? Yes. I just thought this was like common knowledge. Like, rich people get away with anything, you know? Like, if it was like me or you watching this video, we gotta like take our chances and actually study and actually deserve the spot. And then people who are rich get the spot anyways, even though they didn't do anything for it. So you might not get accepted into the school you want because a lot of rich people just bought a building for the college, you know? That's what I'm getting at. I thought everybody knew that's right. Yeah. Anyways. So that's the thing, and it was a big scandal, and like they're going to jail probably for paying to someone to get to college because it's illegal. And Olivia Jade is the girl who had a collaboration with Sephora, and you know, got her way paid into school. So Sephora heard this controversy, saw it all blowing up, and they canceled the collaboration with Olivia. I feel weird calling her Olivia Jade because it's her middle name, and Like, why would you go by your middle name? I don't know. I'm just gonna call her Olivia because Olivia Jade just sounds like it's fancier. But like, who goes by their middle name unless you just go by your middle name? Who goes by like the first and middle name? I think that's a little bit weird. You guys can let me know if that's not weird down below. But if you go by your middle name as your first name, I think it's entirely normal. But if you go by your first and middle name and not your last name, it's a little bit weird to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But Sephora has a few options. So they canceled it. I feel like that was the best thing they could do. They can't come out with a collaboration with someone who's like in like real news headlines, not just like drama videos and stuff. They're like in like news articles, like real news articles and stuff. So they had to like cancel it, right? I think they had to anyways, even though it was already announced. Now, the packaging for the Olivia Jade collaboration, it was just a palette. It was a highlighter palette, 5 highlighters and 1 bronzer palette. Now, Sephora already had an Illuminate palette, which is pretty much the same thing, just with different colors. This one had more of a yellowy color in it. They were different colors, but it's a kind of a standard Sephora palette, just with a nice Olivia Jade pretty box. So here's what I thought. I was like, one, are they going to wait and see if the scandal blows over to like re-release this stuff? And I feel like that was the first thing they kind of like had to discuss, because the scandal could have blown over, but you never know how these things are going to go. So I think they probably waited it out for a bit, and it's been 8 months now. They canceled this collaboration on March 14th of 2019. It is almost 2020, and palettes and stuff really have a shelf life of 12 months. Some last 24. Since it is a powder product, I think these palettes will last a lot longer than, say, a foundation collaboration will. So I'd say it probably lasts about 2 years. It's almost been a whole year. So I don't see them coming out with this, at least at retail Sephora stores, ever, because it's already been sitting around for so long. Now, the other thing is they could release it to like TJ Maxx, Ross, and Marshall's, like discount makeup stores. And I feel like if we were going to see that, we would have seen it 2 or 3 months ago. But that still is a possibility for this collaboration. I feel like there is still a possibility that this can go to like TJ Maxx and discount stores, because when Sephora canceled the product, they still had them in stock. They're about to release it publicly. Even though I've seen a couple reviews of the palette. I think it was not in stores yet. It was like about to come out. But they could still put it in discount stores, because those kind of things can be a little bit older and still go in there. You get a good deal on it. So it's originally a $28 palette, which is their regular highlighter palette price. It didn't go up because it was collaboration. So I'm pretty sure you probably could see this at like TJ Maxx and stuff for maybe $14.99. But I never see Sephora brand stuff at discount stores. And your girl goes to a lot of discount stores. Like TJ Maxx is my boo, you know? But I never see Sephora brand stuff there. Also, Sephora is not a cruelty-free store brand. So Sephora's store brand, which she was collaborating with, is not cruelty-free. So they could take these products and throw it in the Chinese market, because they do have Sephora locations that they sell retail to in China. And when things are selling in China, since they don't have like YouTube or anything and things are so different over there, you maybe would not even know if something was being sold in a different continent. So if it was sold in like North America or Europe or Australia, I think you'd know about it. But if it's sold in Asia, I think you're going to hear about it a little bit less. So that is a possibility. But I feel like that's a really big risk, and Sephora probably didn't want to take that risk. Because like, how crappy would it be if you were like, I'm pulling this collaboration, and then someone sees it in stores online, you're like, this is like a Wet n Wild scandal kind of thing going on. So I don't think they're in stores. They may come to TJ Maxx as long as they're not sold in Sephora stores. I think they could still do something with the product. But again, I never see Sephora brand in those stores. The next thing they could do is just pop the pans out and rearrange them, or use the packaging, the palette packaging, because it is a clear random cover. You can still use the packaging, just like Makeup Geek and Jaclyn Hill. When they were going to do a palette together, it ended up not happening. They popped the shades out, and they still have the empty palette they can use for another project to save some money on packaging. So I really feel like they probably pulled the pans out of those and threw away the cardboard boxes. They are going to lose a lot of money with all the cardboard boxes that say Olivia Jade, but the palette itself can be reused for something else. And they probably already done that, honestly, because they probably don't want to keep too much of a stock. But I do think the boxes probably just got trashed. And boxes are pretty cheap, but it still adds up with the amount of product you think would be in a Sephora store. So I don't know if these shades themselves, like the yellowy shades and like the highlighter shades, are going to be, because I haven't seen it on Sephora's website yet, are going to be like put into a different palette, into a different product. I think probably like the standout shades, like the yellow one and the bronzy shade, might have to be discarded, but the other shades probably can go into a different illuminating palette. I don't know how legal that is with like it being her collab shade, but you can rename shades after collaboration is over. with most contracts anyways. So I think they're going to reuse the packaging and maybe throw away a couple of signature shades or hold on to them because they are a powder that lasts longer, and throw them into a future project. It's a pretty good likelihood. So yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen. They're going to reuse the packaging and nothing else. Now, do you guys think that this whole scandal is blown out of proportion, or do you think it is justified? Because, like, rich people can't get away with everything, you know? Can't get away with everything. But I do think it's... I'm making this video 8 months later because Olivia just came back to YouTube, and, like, that was a big deal, her coming back to YouTube. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with her doing YouTube. I know she can't talk about, like, the lawsuit and everything going on, but oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Like, I kind of feel sorry for her. Like, she's kind of, okay, I'm not going to say she's probably, because her parents are both famous and rich, she's probably used to just getting things, you know? Like how me and you have to work for things usually. She's 20, she probably just gets things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's a guaranteed, but you know how rich people just kind of get stuff. It's not really worked for as much. So she probably just expected that's how you get into college and didn't think much of it. So I'm not necessarily even blaming her for the situation. The parents are garbage. Because someone who really deserved that spot and worked really hard probably didn't get that spot in college, and then they're going to a college they didn't want to go to. Like, they're not getting the first pick, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really wanted to get into the school, and little Olivia, who just wants to party, just took that slot. So I do think the scandal, drama, and everything is justified. However, I blame the parents a lot more. I don't think it's classy how she, like, came after, like, a little bit, like, a couple weeks after the scandal, and was, like, flicking off on Instagram, like, all the publications that were talking about her. Like, you are not 16, you are 20. You're really flicking off publications that are talking about the scandal and, like, surprised by this. I think that's really garbage of her to do. However, I do think the parents are worse. You know, they literally paid for this kid to go to school and she didn't want to. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section down below about the Sephora thing. I mean, the college scandal and everything, we talked about it. We talked about it in this video too. But I really want to know what you guys think is going to happen with the palette that they had. I think the boxes are thrown away. They're probably going to reuse the palettes. But I think that's a general synopsis. Or if it comes into Sephora, I mean, TJ Maxx or something, I'd be surprised. And I'm actually going to keep an eye out just in case I see that there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like these type of videos, give me a thumbs up. It's kind of fun just talking about a makeup product and not talking about, like, putting stuff on my face, you know? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.